Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is Malcolm X. And we're fortunate to have with us to talk about Malcolm X and related matters the chairperson of the Africana Studies Department at Tennessee State University, Dr. AAl-Hadid1. And of course, Dr. Al-Hadid, let me welcome you to the show this morning.
Thank you, Dr. Haynes. It's always a pleasure to be with you.
And Dr. Al-Hadid, what can we say in reference to what you've already given us? Everything from Marcus Garvey to Africans in the New World, historical black colleges, just a whole number of just very interesting and important pieces of information. And we know that what you will give us today in reference to Malcolm X will equal any of that you've already given us. And so let's start off by perhaps having you to talk about your background, your education, and some of the things that you've been involved in for those few members of our audience who might not have had an opportunity to see any of the 12 or 13 different shows that you've given us. So let's start off and then we'll talk about Malcolm X.
Well, first of all, I was born in Montgomery, Alabama. I went to George Washington High School and Alabama State University, where I received a bachelor's of sociology, and also had a strong emphasis in psychology. I left the Deep South and went out on the West Coast to California, where I received a doctorate in sociology at the University of California in Santa Barbara. While studying there as a graduate student, I had an opportunity to go to Nairobi, Kenya. And it was there in Nairobi, Kenya in 1969 that I converted to the religion of Islam, and I also made the pilgrimage 6 months later. I went to Mecca. Much of this was influenced by reading the autobiography of Malcolm X. So after I got my worldview and my formal education together, I then started looking for a job.
Okay.
And then, of course, I interviewed at Tennessee State University, Fisk, Meharry, and a few other places, and I settled on Tennessee State University. Been at TSU for a long time. I started in the sociology department. Then in 1994, we created the Department of Africana Studies. And since 1994, I have served for the last 13 years as chair of the Department of Africana Studies, Tennessee State University.
Very good. You know, Dr. Al-Hadid, when we talk about Malcolm X, I think that many people, and especially younger people, might not understand exactly who this individual was. And what we'd like to do today is for you to not only talk about Malcolm X, but to give us a little background